So the effort to downplay Vice President Harris's role in the border crisis is in full force in Washington. Fox News has obtained talking points given to House Democrats. The document claims that Harris was never appointed border czar, nor was she asked to lead the administration's immigration and border enforcement. The White House is denying any knowledge of these talking points.
Thank you, Corinne. Democrats on Capitol Hill are being handed this card with talking points about the vice president and the border. Do you know who's handing this out?
I have no idea. You probably should ask her campaign.
So the first one says Vice President Harris was never appointed border czar. There's never been such a position. It doesn't exist. Why are Democrats so sensitive about the vice president and the border?
Why are Republicans so sensitive about actually not owning up to them getting in the way of a border deal?
Didn't quite answer the first part of that question there. Let's bring in New York Post columnist Karol Markowicz. Karol, great to see you. Great to have you with us.
Great to have you here in studio.
Yes. What do you think about this reintroduction of Kamala Harris?
It's amazing how they're trying to gaslight the American people. We all know she was the border czar, and it's funny how the media is trying to help them because the media were the ones who were using that term. And it goes way beyond just the administration and the media. Wikipedia has changed their entry for Kamala Harris to remove any mention of her being in charge of the border. So we're in a really dangerous spot where we're just being lied to constantly, and the administration and their media friends are fully in on it. We need to kind of really get to the truth of what happened here, and that is that Kamala Harris was in charge of the border. She did a terrible job, and here we are.
So in March of 2021, that's when when Biden said, "This is the job I want you to do," to Harris. Okay, 3 months later, she was talking to Peter Doocy. Call for number one here.
How did you decide that right now was the right time to make your first trip to the border?
Well, it's not my first trip. I've been to the border many times.
As the person in charge of the response.
So, the important aspect of this visit is leading this visit after the work that we did in Guatemala and Mexico. The reality of it is that we have to deal with causes and we have to deal with the effects.
So on the border crossings from then to today, Northern Triangle countries, just from Mexico and the Northern Triangle countries where you would do root causes, are up 140%.
Right. And what's so interesting about it is the Democrats won't even admit that there's been a problem for so long. In 2009, Chuck Schumer said there were 12 million illegal immigrants in the country. Now he says there are 11 million after, 200,000 cross the border basically every month. And the other thing is that Biden's executive order has helped at the border, which meant he could have done that the whole time. There was no need for, as Corinne says, that there was some need for the Congress to get together and pass a border bill. There wasn't. Biden got it done with an executive order. It didn't solve the problem, but it sure has helped a lot, and he could have done it for years.
I think in that soundbite, she basically puts to rest any question about whether or not she was supposed to be in charge of the border, because she says the reality of it is that we have to deal with the causes and we have to deal with the effects.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the effects are these hundreds of thousands of people, millions over the course of this time. And people in cities across the country know the impact it has had on their city because they see it every single day in terms of the stress on healthcare, the stress on schools, and all of the places where all of these millions of migrants have had to find, places to put their heads down and go to school and get healthcare.
Yeah. I've been in New York for the last 2 days. There's so many children begging on the street now with signs that say we're immigrants and, please help us. It's just really sad to see that we've allowed this to go on. It's not compassionate. It's not humane to allow this to happen. An open border hurts everybody.
Also, I do wonder, this is just musing, probably shouldn't do this out loud, but she does have to find a way to distance herself from Biden in a couple of different areas. And a key area would be on immigration. It'd be interesting to see if she or any of her people say Biden should have done the executive order sooner.
Well, I can see them throwing him under the bus, so yes.
Well, they already did. Yes, they're just going to put it in reverse and go back over him. All right, Karol Markowicz, thank you for being here. Have a great visit with your family. We're glad to have you here.
Welcome back.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.